Hey friends, we are back for more. Oh no, we're out of camera order. What happened? Okay, it's cool. We're back, but we're out of camera order. So I will just do this cool thing where I switch this over here. Huzzah! And now you can't tell what our camera order is supposed to be. So we're all good. Um, I uh, we've been on break. We just got back from Transform, having Oz go and make a killer uh, 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 threat. Is there invitation for anyone?
Challenge. Yeah.
Challenge. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So now I can't wait to see what it looks like when you're facing full peeps. What do we do next, Quinn? What's our? I think
Diana,
next
what
scene.
uh, database like we'll do another sort of spotlight kind of thing there. So what problem do you want to address?
Um, wait, what did I do with my sheet? There's my sheet. Okay. I think I forget how many points is it to fix a small problem and a big problem again?
Three for small problem, and the spotlight seems will if you can triumph or worth double.
Okay. Yeah, I think because we still got a couple more
And then big
sessions
problem is
left. Yeah. Um, yeah, for the spotlighting, I want to try to knock my small problem out. Which is to try to get fired.
okay.
Love it.
Cool. So let's roll 1d6 and sort of figure out what your action is.
Okay. 3.
All right, deliver or retrieve something.
Ooh.
And then we have to figure out if you roll 1d6 for the where it's going to be at. Okay, so it will be in I believe that's Nandin Height. No. Oh, you get to pick on 6. Sorry.
Yeah, sixes.
Oh, okay. Where haven't we been really yet?
I'll just pull this up so y'all can see.
Nice.
Let's see.
I don't think we've been to the Rays at all.
Yeah, if we were there, I think twice last session.
Were they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Oh no,
Yeah.
We
New
did the
Milan?
New Milan. I don't think we've been to much.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Not
go
on
to
screen. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, let's go to New Milan then.
Cool.
Okay. And so then, what are we delivering
Um
or retrieving, or what are we? I feel like maybe there's a creative not delivering that we're doing, or misdelivering.
yeah, so I think we're yeah, it's New Milan and that was shopping district, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
Uh
I wonder if like your interaction with the cops last time, they kind of thought like you were the delivery person for like to like do the money drop off or something like that. And I wonder
yeah.
if like you might get tangled up in that or intentionally get involved in that so that like you're dropping off the payoff or something like that. I don't know.
I was thinking yeah, maybe like I got onto where it it's one of those things where we to make it more legit is there I am delivering food, but I'm also delivering like money too. Except um I don't bring either to like maybe there's like a thing that's happening with the cops like a party or whatever. And instead I crash a new designer's fashion show and we're like, "Hey, I brought food and everything." And also like buddy up to the designers like, "Well, I brought all this food. Let me play some stuff like where like if you really want them to buy your clothing, they really have to be
So
riled up."
is anyone with you?
I got to roll for that, right? Or no?
No,
I
for
think in
Oh,
the spotlight scenes you can bring
okay, that's right.
any of us any of
you
us in.
can do it solo, and then we're sort of like focusing on you, but
I would bring it up to the other two, but I would leave it up to them. Like, what's yeah, it's like it might get a little hinky. I mean,
I'm coming along because I have a suspicion that free food might happen.
And yeah,
Um,
you're a bit strapped for cash for food or anything right
Yep.
now.
yeah. Um, do you tell Della about the taking the money that's supposed to be for the take and
Oh
that
no,
like you're
Della's too
pocketing
much
it?
of a goody two shoes. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like everyone knows that if you told Della, like she wouldn't rat you out. She would just be really worried and like try to
right,
convince you not to do it. Um, yeah. So if you don't tell Della about that and you just say like, I'm gonna take this food, but I'm gonna take it to this thing instead, I think she'd be down. She'd still even be worried about that. She'd be like, oh no, but what about the people it was supposed to go to? But not at the level of like I'm taking the like payoff money or anything like that. Like
right,
that
yeah.
would freak her out. She couldn't handle that. But yeah. So I think yeah, I think Della's down. She'd go. Um nervously, you know.
So yeah, I think I was able to like, in case any trouble does happen, commandeer the restaurant's delivery van. So I'm the one that's driving because I think I'm the only one with the license, proper license, um, being the slightly older and mature one,
Mhm.
um, and everything. And yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I heard about this new designer. It's supposed to be more. It's the fashion district, but they're supposed to be a little bit more, like down to earth. So I think this could be good because eventually we're gonna need to have our own merch made, and we should
Yeah,
get
but
in
you
with
gotta but you gotta be really careful. I mean, a lot of these designers, they have like a shop, but then they're like selling stuff like black market stuff in the back. And like if you know the right because this is where this is Della's neighborhood, right? Like I think she knows about all this stuff, even though she's not involved in any of it. She's just heard about it, or she's like, I mean, you don't want to accidentally get involved with something.
I know people. If this person is also like doing shady stuff like that, then not everyone's gonna be shady. Not all fashion designers. We'll check it out. Besides, Trent, you just here for the food, right?
Is it that obvious?
It's always obvious. You have been eyeing that cake box since I put it in the van.
I don't eat a lot of carbs, okay? It's tempting.
It's so good. You better have a slice. Not right
Yeah.
now, but once. And
I
I
don't know
think
how to say
like
no to this.
And I think like database is a good driver. She's a shit parker. She's like one of the ones that like, oh, I see a parking and just like zooms in and like this
You're
like
like
does
parked
like
like you're parked at like a 45-degree angle.
yeah,
It is
exactly. And I'm like, I'm a van, I can do what I want.
Well, and it's like the store delivery van too. It's not even your
Yeah.
car. So if someone like rear ends it, or if you get a ticket, I think database is just like whatever about that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
so the most important question I have to ask is, um, I like this idea of the Mendes sort of gave of the soundtrack for the scene. So so I want to first thing, what's the music of the scene, right? Like what music is playing at this party?
Uh, Dan, it's your scene. You gotta call it.
Um
And I feel like it's something decidedly not hip hop.
no, it's not. It's vaporwave.
Okay.
How can you tell?
I'm thinking of that Stranger Things like
yeah,
like the way you got like one.
Yeah. Lots of synth.
Nice. So okay. So like people here are just like kind of like, what's a fashion designer?
Yeah, it's a fashion designer with their. It's like they don't. It's not their shop, but it's like the shop decided to like, oh, we're gonna showcase your entire first or second line.
Mhm. Right.
And
Okay. And so you're delivering.
the food. Well, I'm offering. I heard about this, and so I am like, we're crashing this party by saying, "Hey, someone catered," lying, for this. And who's gonna, turn down free
He's gonna
food,
turn down free food.
especially catered food,
Well, you
especially
know,
from a fancy ass restaurant?
actually, who would turn down fancy food from a restaurant? Like a bunch of people with like money enough to have like rarefied diets, right?
Oh
Like
God.
you're like, oh, it's catering. It's just, we're just like, what are all these gluten-based products?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
No one here clearly would have ordered that.
And,
So
and is database like getting calls like where the hell is the food like for the place that you're
I
supposed to deliver it? Like I
yeah,
wonder.
I have like a ringtone that's specifically the it it is it? Yes, it's the Darth Vader theme ringtone because I just fucking hate my job so much. So it's just like, ugh.
So I
Uh,
mean, maybe you should take your food back to the carnivores who want it. There's just like a very like a just like the most hyper Karen. She's like the Super Saiyan of Karens right now,
yeah.
and so she's just like
Well, then you're gonna have to foot the bill for it. Do you have $3,000?
for what we didn't order this.
Well, I see your name on this receipt. It'll be the name of the store on it because I did do that. Like,
What the, who? Um, excuse me, right? And she sort of like goes off, like say go off. She storms off. She's about to go off in a second when she finds somebody to talk to about this.
right.
Um,
She's going off to fire somebody right now.
yeah. So I mean, so let's say so that's sort of like the sort of basic sort of obstacle. But we sent her off the thing. Your real stuff right now is what you want to. You're delivering to
Delivering
this
it.
place
Yeah,
to.
I'm misdelivering it. Like, so basically pissing off the cops enough, like the cop party, so that they like yell back at the restaurant and say, "Hey, we don't got our money, we don't got our food. I
Mm,
guess you want to be off of our safety list." And for them to like, so that I fucked up enough that they're like, "You're a liability. We can't have you. We're firing you."
okay, so then this is so they need to accept this,
Hmm.
really. So you can sort of dump this off and sort
Right.
of have the food.
And
Can't
that way
salvage it if people are already eating into it, you know?
yeah,
Right,
you
right.
can claim like I just got the wrong address. That's what was on the receipt, so I delivered it where they said. I don't know what happened. Yeah, like you can not get not have
Yeah.
people coming after you
Okay.
as if you did it intentionally.
So I will say right there we'll make that kind of the challenge.
Okay.
Um, so we'll sort of roll here and then sort of write out the scene, roll it out. So first thing here is which is there anything that you're good at or known for that you want to use here?
From what I'm known for, I don't think it'd be relevant. Um, I'm trying to debate whether or not my main approach or my second approach will work better because my main approach is hustle, which I'm trying to hustle this, but I also like the idea of it being all in because this is a big thing I'm doing, you know.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Um,
I think not only is hustle, you're like, I feel like when Quinn ranks it, he's gonna call hustle the. This is a little metagaming, but it's also like
Well, I mean that's
playing to your strengths, right?
yeah.
I mean, I'm just guessing here because Quinn could be like, nah, I different thing in
no.
mind.
I
But
mean, I would say that's right. I mean, I could be more close-lipped about this, but I mean, I would say if you go for hustle, because so the thing is here, you could pick any. So in this new one I have, you can pick anyone, whatever you think is appropriate. But if the theme that you pick is also yours,
Mhm.
then you get like an extra bonus
Yeah.
die, right?
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I think it's hustling because yeah, I'm technically trying to maneuver it so that I get fired, um, and not get in trouble by anybody else other than that.
Okay. So I know I was doing it three. Forgive me for I'm going to be just seeing a lot of numbers on the fly right now because I'm just trying to get it. I'm trying to try a few different variations of it to get the feel right. So before it was like 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do like 2, 1, 0 here. So in this case you're correct. So you get like 2, and then you get a bonus 1 for your approach, right? Actually, bonus 2 for being your main approach, right? So there's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to spend any dice?
That would be the rep rep wealth and community dice, correct?
Right.
I guess I'd spend 1 rep.
Okay. So I'm going to keep my dice. Here's the other experiment. So I normally spot the players 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just see what it looks like with just like you just build the dice pool, because like generally the dice pools that you all build are pretty good anyways, and you can sort of spend stuff and build them even more. So I don't even think I need to give you all bonus dice, honestly.
Right.
So right now you're at 5 then. If I got that right?
Yeah, that's what I count.
And then the 1. You want to spend anything else?
I don't think so. I think I feel
you spent
pretty
a rep,
good.
right?
1 rep. So
we can help as well, right? Because we're in the
Right.
scene. If we,
Yeah.
The way Della would try to help is, I think the woman who's really upset was going to go like find out what's going on with this, and Della's concerned that she's going to call the restaurant before like the gig is up. Like it's got to come in the right order, where like the cops call and say, where is it, and then she calls and says, this delivery's come to me and whatnot. So Della's just trying to stall her. Della is just big. She's like, no, have you tried these cake pops? They're amazing. It's like hard on the outside, but then once you get through it, it's all soft and gushy, and you think it would spill out everywhere, but somehow it kind of stays in. It's like gelatin or something like that. Oh my god,
I feel like this would be like a negative die for me.
Well, I mean, that is the. Let me rephrase it this way: that is the help I offer, and you could choose not to take it. Yeah, if you're like, "Oh, Della, shut up," then she will totally not. She would totally not.
What would Trance do to help?
So I have this hypothesis that the way hipster food works on menus is that the more adjectives you add to it, the better people will think it is, regardless of what those adjectives are. So like if you had applewood smoked bacon or like balsa wood smoked bacon, people would basically react to it the same way. Right? Like nobody's so Trance is just like holding up food and like making like a pretentious face and then just like describing it with as many adjectives as possible. Like calling on her like freestyling skills to just like make up a whole bunch of like, yeah, these are like hand cured triple sweated cakes.
So you're like kind of like going around to the party to sort of like playing sort of
enticing the people. Yeah.
It sounds like you're talking about wine. There's an oaky, like the way people.
Yeah, it's oaky. It's very full bodied and robust and fruity, but also dry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can really taste the chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The bones in here. Yeah. Okay.
It's definitely stone fruit for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. So that's 2 dice. So that's 7.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. So I'm starting with 7, and we're in Milan. Okay. Oh well, we're not very. What is this? This is culture. So I'm not.
So I forget. You go first.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll go first.
Oof.
Oh, God.
Damn. Okay.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Enjoy this one.
I got 1 6 to work with.
Wow. That is the main. That is the best one I've ever got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna put the 6 in triumph. Um, the 4 in stress, and yeah, 3 in trouble.
Hey. All right. So
That feels about right to me. That seems like for what you're trying to do, that this is totally the what's happening.
cool.
Mhm.
Trying to think, what's the best way to do the stress? Oh, double stress is just like the way it goes, like not actually going to be.
So
It means you get like stress. I mean, it means most of the time you get stressed out immediately. I think it might be.
yeah, because I'm at a 4 out of 7 stress, so I probably get stressed out after this.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you'll yeah. If you have a 4 already, you'll probably get stressed. But I'm just trying to say, like, I would like the other stuff I'm doubling, but I shouldn't double. I don't feel like I should double stress.
Makes sense.
Well, first let's play it out here. So the you get so like she goes and she gets ready to call the restaurant. Sort of Della distracts him, but then and then Trans is sort of like handing out food and stuff. So people are like starting to take it, and then like sort of Karen is sort of like coming out and trying to stop. Like no, don't take that, and people are like, okay, like if she, now it's like at the point if she like starts slap, she like literally slaps the first one out of someone's hand.
Oh
And it's
no.
full paw, like, oh my god, like what are you doing?
Is it okay if we name her Jessica instead of Karen? Like I know that she is like a Karen, but is it all right if I X card the name Karen just because my wife's name is Karen?
Oh,
And,
sorry, yeah, sorry.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
It's all good. I got the vibe, and I was like, yeah,
Perfect.
it's okay.
Perfect. Yep. Jessica? No?
If that's cool with everybody.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, absolutely, no problem. So
Look,
yeah,
if they actually fill their bellies, they're gonna be so content they'll buy anything. Happy food, happy customers, happy sales. Look at that one, and I'll point to like one of the ones that like
But-
Terrence just gave food to.
but she's just like, but $3,000. You charge $3,000?
You're charging $600 for the slip of a slip.
But I didn't. But I didn't want to pay this. Pay this.
You just accept the food, and then you won't have to pay. And I take the receipt out of her hand.
She kind of gives you a
Accept
look.
the food. Let me change up this music. Get everyone moving to get through the close,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have to pay a dime. Except for that cupcake. That's $20 that you just snapped out of this poor woman's hand.
Okay. She's sort of like pausing over the thing, and then I think so. Let me just. So I'm gonna put on the number. I feel like it should be at least like for stress, like the normal die that you'd roll +2.
Okay.
So there's a chance that you get stressed out immediately, but like you just are generally taking more than usual.
Yeah, dealing with a woman like this is like, you're
Well,
glad
that
I
I
haven't.
imagine-
Oh my god. 6 stress. So everyone takes 6 stress.
All right.
So basically, if you have any stress right now, then you're stressed out.
Yep. That tracks.
So database is stressed out. Sean, is Della okay?
I don't think Della had any stress. I'm checking right
Okay.
now. Stress. She did not. So she's good. And Trance should be okay because she just cleared her stress from last time.
So yeah, it's just me having to deal with this white
Okay.
woman.
I mean, not okay, one away from going over, but but
Yeah.
still not stressed out.
Cool. So I think so like you get them to accept it, and then as you're going out to the van, like there's like a cop siren, right? Like kind of like whoo, and they stop right there. He was like, "That's where it is," right? And basically they're just like, "So what? You delivered our food to all these people?"
I show the receipt that I just taken back. It says, and I don't.
Well, we
One
just
phrase
called
I
the
should have.
restaurant.
Whatever the name of the fashion, the designer store, I can't think of of a clever name at the moment. And it's like, I just go by the address, and that.
Twig and Sprout is the name of the store. Just take any two words and mash them together.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I thought it was weird too. I mean, and I like the whole like wink wink nudge nudge thing. But maybe I just thought this was one of your fronts.
he just like he just like rings up and he like calls the restaurant there. He's just like he just sort of is standing right out of earshot, right? And he's just like, "Man, this is, like you're gonna have to come with me. Like, this is stolen property at this point, right? This was supposed to go to there." And he's like,
how is this stolen property when it wasn't yours to begin with? It doesn't become yours until it's in your hands.
He's given the thing. He's just like you're in the slammer,
right?
So I think that's the problem too. That's a small problem. You're in the slammer,
yeah,
right? And you can probably like get out.
I argued the entire time. I don't care. I'm trying to hustle my way out of this.
Right, and So you got rid of one problem.
You got another one.
You got another one.
So
and I get extra trouble.
Yeah, you do. How does trouble? Because this is the first time I think we've gotten trouble in the game. So how does trouble work? I think it gives you more dice.
Yeah, more dice. I mean, then when it gets to a certain level, when they have like a bit of trouble, then like certain things start to escalate.
Got it.
Okay. Sean.
Yeah. I think I'm doing a spotlight scene as well. I think Della is. I think Della's gonna work on her big problem, which is trying to get her. Let's see. Let me pull up. I can barely read my problems in my attributes bar, but I think I have them in my bio as well. Okay, get my driver's license, get my older sister to come and see my work before it gets covered up. And I got a 1 on that. I feel like that's in reach because I've got I've got one tick on it right now, and I need 2 more. Or I could try to get my driver's license, which is like my big one. I'm thinking if this happens chronologically right after, like, I want to figure out a way to sort of tie in dealing with databases, like, being locked up, needing bail, and presumably, and like. And going after my driver's license, and I don't know if there's like a good, like, because that's like the new problem that database has. I don't feel like Dell would just be like, oh yeah, cool, my friend's in jail, I'm not going to do anything about it. But maybe there isn't really a direct actionable thing. What do you think, Quinn? What does it sound like to you about the idea of like one person working on a different character's problems? Does that feel like it fits within the scope of the game? I mean, it's mechanically probably not significantly
I'm-
too different, but
I mean, it's mechanically. It's like not even. I mean, let's try it.
yeah.
Let's try.
Yeah, because I think
I mean,
Della
like,
has like
cool.
has her own issues, has things that she wants to do, but like her friend just got arrested, and I feel like Della feels like she and Transform only barely didn't. Like we only didn't because we don't work for the like we kind of could stand there and be like, I don't know what's going on. You know, we don't work for the restaurant, but like, so yeah, I think if that's cool with you,
Yeah.
Dan, I'd love to have us work on that. Yeah.
Okay. So then, like, roll. Like, let's figure out what we need to do.
Yeah. All right, let's roll. Let's see what needs to happen.
I use my one free phone call to like contact Trans and like you gotta write me up a prison song.
Nice.
A prison song. Do you realize how high the bar Denzel Curry has set with Rolling Tuesday?
I thought you wanted to beat the city.
Oh right, he wasn't actually in jail. That was just his character. All right, I'll try it.
So it's finding guidance, and then
Guidance,
we can
yeah.
roll or pick who.
Yeah, let's roll to see who we need to get that guidance from. I like tables.
Watch it's gonna be straight 11.
If it's 11, I'm gonna cry. All right.
Family.
Family. Oh, that's cool. That's fun. We haven't seen Della's family that much, or anyone's family really. This could be anyone. This doesn't have to be her family.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, and we want to roll to see where it's at.
Yeah. Actually, I just think this should be in New Milan. That's where Della lives. That's where she got arrested.
Yeah.
Like, if that's cool with you, I feel like it's the cops that are here. It's like everything is like central here, and this is where Della's family is.
Okay, perfect. Who's the family? Like, let me put it this way: do you know anybody who in your family knows about getting arrested?
Yeah. So I think I got two different ideas, and I'd love to get people's thoughts on them. One of them is I go to like one of my parents to like ask for money, and that's really rough because they're broke, and like that's a big ask. But you know they have like an income. The other one is like go to my sister, who we already established is sort of like kicked out of the house. Maybe she's been arrested before, or maybe she has friends that have been arrested. Like maybe she has. You know, maybe that's why she got kicked out. There's a rumor that I got her kicked out. That is a lie. That is an untruth. But what do you think, Mendez? I'm going to definitely be dragging Trance along on this. So I welcome your thought on this. What do you think about what sounds cooler?
Yeah. Trance has not been arrested. Probably her. No, you know who has been arrested? Trance's mom was definitely arrested for protesting.
Uh-huh.
Oh, ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, like you could bring her no, but I want to focus it on your family though. Like that seems like
I think it will cause. I don't think it will cause tension as much fun tension for me to go outside. If I go outside, like it's like who is this and why?
Well, is there somebody from your family who was like at protest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could still bring in the experience of like maybe your mom has been arrested for protests many a time, so you know the procedure, so you don't have to technically bring your mom into it, but you have that.
I like that idea that like you have an idea like how it works, how this has worked, and yeah, I feel like going to my parents asking for money is the roughest, hardest version of this, and so, yep, let's do that.
All right.
Because I was just like, oh, I'm such a responsible girl. I did all this like last session. Della was totally like doing all the right things. So I like her having.
What's your dad's name?
My dad's name is Eduardo.
Daughter. Okay. And what's he do?
I think he's an electrician. He's
Okay.
a union electrician, and oh wait, hold on. There was some like local shipping industry that's dying. Hold on, I want to
Yeah.
out that.
In Milan.
Um,
So maybe he's like.
yeah, I think he's a longshoreman. There we go. I'm gonna pull out my pull out my wire vibes here.
Mhm.
I think he's a longshoreman who gets work when there's a lot of shipments coming in and doesn't when there isn't.
So I want to start like you and Trance like just sort of like came, like in the sort of like living room, right? Like getting ready to sort of ask, and he's there kind of like, you're uh, at like his back's to you, and the couch, and then like the big TV. He's watching what is his favorite show to watch after like a long hard day of work?
Oh, I think it's some really old reruns of like trash American sitcoms. It's like Barney Rubble and like the Honeymooners and like just like to the moon, Alice, and like it's trash, like, well, not trash, it's like 60s, 70s reruns. Yeah, Nick at Night, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got some channel that plays it, or yeah.
What about the Honeymooners?
Honeymooners is perfect.
Yeah, you come in like to the moon, Alice, right? And you're just like, you just sort of like chuckling.
Exactly. We're all like, that's not funny anymore.
It's not funny.
It wasn't funny in the beginning.
We're also really dating ourselves because let's be real.
Yeah.
How many streamers know
Yes.
that anymore?
Yeah. Well, look it up. It wasn't great, but I think for Della's dad, it makes total sense.
I feel like it's more the nostalgia than sort of the like. It's one of these things where he's not necessarily in that, but he's just kind of like, well, I just want to go back to those old times, or like simpler, right?
Yeah. I mean, it aired in like the 60s, so it was like on in his childhood, maybe. I mean, that's the kind of thing. It's like
like it's just like a touchstone, right?
Yeah.
And and then sort of like before you even get a sense to say anything, he's like, hey, I just want to say, sweet, he's not even like turned around yet. He's just like, I just want to say, you've been doing really great, sweetie. All the stuff, you're doing, just keep it up.
Oh, thanks, Pop.
I have to make this as hard as possible.
Yeah, no, thanks, Pop. And I think that's probably when he realizes the Trance is there, because it's not like, I don't know, it's not like you haven't been over my place before, but I think it's kind of weird for the two of us to both be like coming, if that's cool with you, Mendez.
Yeah, I also look obviously like preoccupied. I'm like glancing at my phone and stuff.
Yeah.
And just even your hesitancy, kind of like he like turns down the volume and like turns around. Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, I mean, I think I've been like, what do we think? What do we think bail is like a grand? Like I don't even know what. Like I feel like
I think they set it like poetic justice number. So like the thing was $3,000, so they like set bail at $3,000.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, right.
Because because it's also kind of a BS.
Yeah, totally.
Like it was sort of a waste of the time for them to be doing, but
But it was an easy number to punch, and I thought it was clever.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I dig it. Hey, Dad. Yeah, thanks. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I've been really feeling like. So
is this a part where you're going to ask me something?
Well, I was first going to try and butter you up a little bit and like reestablish my cred and talk about all the good things I've been doing. And I was going to ask you for like an advance on my allowance.
How big of a, we not how allowances generally work.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could have like the next like 9 years of my allowance. Because like her allowance is like,
For what?
and I sort of look over at Trance and I'm like, I don't think Della, to be fair, to be clear, like Sean as a player absolutely wants Della to admit this. Della as a character absolutely does not want to say what this is for. So she's stumbling a lot she's stumbling a lot to like try and make up something, and she doesn't want to lie to her dad, but she doesn't want to tell him the whole truth. So she's like, I really need it for someone who's really important, for a friend, for someone that really needs it. There's someone who really needs it and they can't get it. And she sort of looks back at Trance.
Trance is just like shaking her head and just being
so
you told me. She's just Trance just like Matt, like under her breath, like, you told me you had something. I could have made something up.
Yeah.
So you're telling me this person can't ask their dad?
No, they can't ask their dad right now.
And why can't they?
They can't because they don't have a phone to call their dad.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to tell me why they don't have a phone, right?
And
you are going to get to the part where you tell me what database did, right? Like, I'm assuming he knows.
Yeah. It's Della's totally transparent.
Like, so
she tries to play it cool, but she's like totally not. She's like I think Della, like, I mean, we just like know the cops are fucking assholes, and like it was the cops in. So database was supposed to do this delivery, and it was, I guess, supposed to go to some parlor where the cops are throwing like a retirement party, but somehow on the receipt it got the wrong information, and it was the twig and the sprout and so she delivered it, and then they ate it, and then it was supposed to go. She got arrested.
Oh. Okay, so now let's pause. Let's think about, because at this point you are just going to have to like do something to convince.
Yeah, totally.
About this, because it is.
I mean, I don't think $3,000 is a trivial amount of money for him at all. I don't even know if he has it. I don't know if he has to go borrow it from someone else.
This is a really big ask.
Yeah, it's like,
and I think he like likes your friends and stuff, and doesn't want him like to be in trouble, right? Like if this were not database or Trance, like it wouldn't even be you wouldn't even need to roll. He just wouldn't do it. Right?
Yeah, totally, absolutely. I don't think this is not the. Let's put it this way: I have never asked my family for anywhere near this much money before, ever. Like, no matter what's happened, this is more than I've ever asked for.
Yeah, this is a big chunk. So cool. Anything you're sort of known for, or that you want to use here?
Yeah, I'm known, let's see if I can pull it up. I'm known to being loyal to a fault. And I think that's what I'm doing, is I'm being loyal to my friends. And like, that's obvious to my dad that I can't abide by this.
So there's one, you want to use, what approach do you want to use?
I feel like the way I've been describing it is a cautious approach. I would want to say that I'd be all in, but I don't think I'm yelling at my dad. I don't think I'm being like, you have to do this, or I'm gonna run, or I'm gonna, never come. Well, I'm gonna leave and never come back. Like, I feel like I could throw more of a fit, But I feel like with my dad, the right thing is to be more reasonable and yeah, I think I'm using a cautious approach.
Okay.
That's
So
my secondary.
yeah. Okay. So that would be 2 for the approach,
Cool.
and then that's the best way to approach this. And then 1 for it being your secondary approach. So there's
Cool.
4.
Yep.
Do you want to spend any of your other dice?
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to be starting.
Because
I'm going to be starting with 8s.
oh jeez. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm gonna spend wealth because I think it makes total sense to be like, I've saved up some, so you don't. I mean, like,
For
I
all of
don't
it.
think she has anywhere on the scale of like this, but maybe she has like a couple $100. I don't know, like a little bit, like.
I
Like,
feel like if she shows that she's putting in her own money on this,
yeah,
It makes it, yeah.
like that might actually be convincing. Because if she has like $200 in the whole world and she's putting all of it into like bail for her friend,
yeah,
like that actually might be a little convincing.
yeah. So I think to represent that, I'm going to do just that. I have 3 wealth dice, and I'm just going to spend them
Okay.
because you don't get wealth dice back. So that to
Right,
me,
right.
that is like
They burn.
she's just giving the money that she had.
Mhm.
And then I'm also going to spend a conscious die because I think, tell me if I'm wrong, but if you spend your conscious dice in your neighborhood, you get them back if you succeed, or you just get
You get them back. If
you get them back. Yeah, and I'm in my neighborhood, so I'm going to spend 2 conscious dice.
Okay.
So that's 5 dice that I'm spending.
Right. Or sorry, it should be 9.
Yeah,
Right.
I think I'm at 9. And
Cool.
then,
And then Grant's helping.
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay. All right. So there's 10.
okay, what's it look like?
Let me. So this is definitely. What's this? Culture, crime. This is actually kind of crime.
Mhm.
So I
I
get.
don't have the one up in front of me, but I don't know if it's crime or corruption.
It's
I mean, it's crime. That makes sense. It's dealing with the cops and.
Yep. So then that gives me 2. So I'm rolling 10.
Okay.
And oh my god!
Okay. You got the super crit there. Okay.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
So 3 straight 6s. But you've got 10.
I got 10. 6.
So roll up.
What's Trance doing to help out?
Just
Yeah.
roll 20 hacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Trance is helping by like talking up the story of Database's arrest such that Database sounds like the victim of circumstance. And like, listen, I was there. We were trying to help out. Database was just doing this good thing that was like really important, and her job blew it all out of proportion. She hadn't made a mistake like that before. Like they could have, there are all these things they could have done, and like she was the best hostess, and they loved her. And
Okay.
I don't even believe that, but
Yeah.
Trance is selling it.
Oh.
Yeah. My luck is passed. It was that last die. It was the helping die from Trance. My 10th die. That finally got a success here.
You got 4 1s, 3 3s.
I got 4 1s. Yeah. So yeah, I think at some point you said like she was doing like community service or something like that, you know, and Della's like, what? Like, you know?
Yeah.
So if I don't pick stress, then we're both stressed out for sure.
Yeah.
Because we're both getting a D6 plus 2, which is like no matter what, gonna stress us out, and then we're gonna have problems of our own.
Yeah.
If I don't pick Triumph, then he's not gonna help, or he's not gonna help enough, or whatnot. So this is an interesting. Not only am I helping you, I'm selling the
totally
car.
okay with you guys failing and not trying to fail.
Yeah.
Like, technically, I think I'm presuming that database doesn't even know you're helping. Like she's just
Yeah.
biding her time, using this as like, hey, now I got cred.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea that like it's not even well, Quinn, you can decide, but this is like you can tell me what a failure, like what not meeting triumph looks like. But I kind of like the idea that it's like it doesn't matter how much he believes in it, like we can't do it. Like it's just not even, I went to the wrong place, look for money. So yeah, I'm gonna put a 6 in stress,
Okay.
and then the others, doesn't
That's
doesn't
more-
matter. So there's
trouble.
there's more trouble, and there's no triumph.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
Cool. So yeah, he just like, he like goes and listens to stuff and he's just like, hey, uh, you know, I wish I could do it, but you can't get uh, blood from a stone, uh, or in this case, money out of a longshoreman in New Milan. Here, we just don't have it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Can I introduce a way that this could actually be a little bit worse for us, Quinn, and you tell me if you
Sure.
like it?
Sure.
Because all my money is being spent and my wealth isn't coming back, and we're getting trouble. I have this idea that we might like pay a bribe, and we might like try and pay like $1,000 to like have the paperwork shuffled out, and then that bribe doesn't work, and so like not only like the money is gone, and we've also paid a bribe because that reflects like Della doesn't get that wealth dice back,
Right.
like trouble escalated. I don't know if that's what you feel
Yeah.
like, but like it's like not paying the $3,000 bail because we don't have it, but maybe we can like rustle up 500 or 1,000 or something like that, and really try to
Right.
pay a bribe, and it doesn't work.
Right. And you try and like pray bribe just like somebody's like, oh yeah, I could totally get your friend out.
Yeah, and then
And
it's
then,
like,
like,
so oh no, sorry, there's too many eyes on her, or
right.
whatever line it is. Does that feel true to
Yeah,
you?
yeah, that feels really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we did it, we tried. And then he comes out empty handed, and we're like, it's even worse.
Right.
Money's gone.
Mhm.
Uh,
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. So
Nice.
cool. So now normally we'd have like another like set of small scenes here.
Right.
I want to kind of, I'm wondering if we, because a little later here, we can sort of do sort of a preemptive sort of just wrap up. I'm also just like a little tired.
Yeah, no, I think wrapping up is good. Those are good scenes.
But thanks for trying out the new scene type.
Yeah.
With me.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm definitely into it. Like I know you're gonna refine it more, but like this, it's fun to like see the characters talking and stuff.
Yeah, and so we'll find a good blend of like this and the other stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I felt like we got it's a different pace from the
Mhm.
kind of like the sets. Like I felt like there was more plot, kind of like overall like more stuff happening in the first session, but then these scenes are also like kind of deeper. Like I feel like we know more about the world and the characters and the people. So like less stuff happen in terms of like plot, but like more stuff happen in terms of characters. So it's kind of like
I think so too. That was my feeling, is that like we got the chance to like reflect our values and sort of mirror them back to each other, and yeah, I dug that a lot.
Awesome.
Cool. Then is there any end of session stuff that we should do, or do you want to jump to our outros and then sign off?
Let's jump to outros. And like let me like I also need to sort of digest where some of this stuff would go, but yeah, we'll sort that out.
Sounds good.
I do like the idea of like like the final shot is just like Database is having an okay time in jail. It's her first time, but she's trying to play it off and everything, and it's just like trying to make a couple of beats and just making like scratch notes to give to Trance later. Like already thinking of a whole album.
I feel like you're drumming on the jail bars.
Yeah, basically.
Just like just like make
nice. Humming high seas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humming high seas.
We'll call back last episode. Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, sorry we're out of order, but you know who we are. I'm Sean. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me everywhere at Sean Nittner. What's happening with me, what's exciting for me, is that starting tomorrow, we're kicking off Roll20Con, which is we're going to be just doing a ton of events, and many of them on this channel. So come back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Pacific. Oof. It was not my preferred time, but it was the time it was available. We're running Thirsty Sword Lesbians on the official Roll20 channel. And then after that, at noon, we'll be doing a demo here. And from then on, all the rest of our events are hosted on Actual Play. So starting at about noon tomorrow, we'll have
That's awesome.
we'll have tons of events here. I think we have 12 total. It's banana pants. When I flip up the slide at the end, it'll show our whole schedule. And so you're welcome to come join us for any of that. You can go to roll20con.net to see more there. So yeah, I'm excited about all that. How about you, Mendez?
I'm James Mendez Hodes. You can find me at jamesmendezhodes.com, patreon.com/MNDZ, or twitter.com/LulaVampiro. Please back Thirsty Sword Lesbians. I'm working on that.
Such a cool writer right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Nana?
Yeah.
I'm Diana Moon. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at Diana Moon or on Twitch and YouTube at xDianaMoonX. I am Magpie, one of Magpie's curated play GMs. I'll be doing some Urban Shadows second edition, a two-shot and campaign starting in November if you are interested. Also, Passion de la Pasiones holiday special
Nice.
if you want to sign up for that. And every Sunday on I Need Diverse. Yeah, sorry. I Need Diverse Games channel, aka twitch.tv/INDG, is the Reclaimers, and we're going to be starting up, continuing with this whole horror theme of October with a new campaign called The Happiest Apocalypse on Earth, which is Cthulhu Disneyland. Who doesn't like Cthulhu Disneyland? But that's where you can find me next. And yeah, what about you, Quinn?
Hey, Quinn Murphy, he, him pronouns. You can find me on QH Murphy, QH_Murphy on Twitters, and thoughtprimarygames.net for some of my writing. And I'm excited. I'm just I'm doing lots of like basically redacted stuff. I'm writing some APs and for Adventure Path stuff for Paizo right now, finishing up a big project. So can't wait to. Actually, it was announced. It was announced. I was writing for the Songland City Adventure Path, and wrapping that up, and looking forward to doing some new projects. And I'll also now like been sort of noodling and doing some more work on Five Fires, which has been great.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone. I put links in chat to all these folks. Hope we see you again soon. Take care, all.
Thanks all. Bye.